Hey there YouTube, PD2 Finger here with a Minecraft video. I've been playing Minecraft lately because my just haven't been able to get around much. Unable to walk due to just everyday life got the better of me with my back injury. So today we're going to be checking out this map that I built on Minecraft. I've got a little house here. I've got just a handful of modifications installed. Basically, it's Optifine to speed up the graphics, X-ray to show me where the minerals are. Look at that. And what else am I using here? I had a mini map, which I disabled for this video. Ray's minimap is X-ray, Optifine, and then too many items, which allows me to just whatever I want. Like, let's say I want some diamonds. I type DIA and then click, and I got a full stack of 64 diamonds. So that's how that works. So it's good more than Minecraft. As you can see, I'm going to enjoy an ice cold mug of coffee because I am not in the mood to heat it up. And also I'm going to grab a couple of cigarettes. You're asking, cigarettes in Minecraft? Yes. This is a modification called psychedelicraft, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at. Over here I've got some stills. I had attempted to brew some cider, which did not work. I produced all kinds of different liquids of low alcohol content. I was trying to make a higher, distill it down to apple brandy, which that didn't really work. So here we have our tobacco, pipes, dried tobacco, not really that exciting stuff. It's a barrel full of some sort of swill. Here we have, what does this say? Beer mugs and wine glasses. So we'll go and grab a wooden mug and see what we've got here. Fill some of this up. This is a mug of bitter wort, which is it's kind of like beer. I guess it's a wheat and hops based beverage. You can drink about 6 of those and not notice any effect. Devil's choice of drug is caffeine. That's the choice of the Christian generation. They talk smack about all people that have drug addictions, but they enjoy coffee like nobody else's business. 10 to 15 cups of coffee a day is a typical Christian male over 50. They laugh about it, and it's in fact one of the worst drugs. It's a horrible drug. So here we have a syringe of caffeine. I'm going to go ahead and inject that. And let's get rid of the syringe. See how it's affecting us. Yeah, my heart rate is up. This isn't good. More of that, and you can see I'm involuntarily, I am not, my hands are off the mouse. I'm jumping, and I cannot control is that my heart? I sincerely don't hope that I don't have a heart attack. Ladies and gents, I'm going to shut this one down. We're going to change over to nighttime, and I'm going to jump into bed because, oh my goodness, the caffeine won't let me sleep. Look at this. You can see I'm hitting. I cannot go to bed because I'm under the influence of this caffeine. As I told you, it is in fact the devil's drug. Let me go back to daytime and have perhaps a glass of. It's more coffee. Oh my goodness, no, we don't want that. Yeah, let me get a glass of. Is there wine? No, my wine is empty. Oh, I've got some juniper. This is kind of like gin, juniper wort. And as you can see, drinking that juniper wort actually brought me down. So the alcohol saved me from having a stroke or perhaps a heart attack. The devil's drug, choice of Christians, caffeine. And over here we have the Secret Sunday stash, full of syringes loaded up with caffeine for private use. When the mugs and visits to Starbucks aren't enough to feed the bulldog anymore, we graduate towards the syringe intravenous use of caffeine and caffeinated beverages. Here we have weed, bongs, bowls, and joints. Favorite of all children of all ages. We see we have the cannabis leaf, our pipe, our dried cannabis leaves, our dried cannabis buds. Here is a ripe cannabis bud that needs to be dried, and we have a bong. So why don't we, just for educational sake, let's pull the bong out. And let me do a couple of bong rips here. We'll do now our speed of walking has slowed down here. And the my rate of walking is, I'm gonna grab some joints. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. And like here, I'm right-clicking. You can see we'll smoke 2 joints. When I get up in the car, I smoke 2 joints. Now I'm gonna try to walk. And like when I'm steering it, it's got a lag to it, so it's actually kind of realistic. And I don't know if you can tell, but the colors have kind of gained up. Like everything looks a little bit more saturated in its look. Like especially if you look at the darkness of that dark oak there. Yeah, and let's see if we're able to sleep. I'm having a hard time. I wasn't able to walk over those train tracks. I'm so high. Here you can see I'm growing. This is my marijuana farm, and here is some tobacco leaves, and over back here I have the cocaine. I believe I have some of that growing over here as well. We're looking forward to that. Now, of course, what we're going to do here is attempt to see if we can sleep out like a light on the marijuana. And when we wake up, we should be feeling chipper. Oh, yeah, we're feeling absolutely fine. No hangover whatsoever from the... Oh, wait, that's the devil's drug, Choice of Christians. We're going to put our weed back. What's next over here is the PCP, smokable PCP. We've got all different colors. Let's see, magenta, purple haze. We'll grab a little bit of the purple haze. And of course, a smoking pipe. Demonstrate it's actually called Harmonium, which is a new drug that they made up when they made this mod, but I call it PCP because of the effects that it has. Slight hallucinations. Smoke some more of this stuff. This is the purple. Although oh no, we're smoking the white. I've got some white in my stash here, and it's not smoking the purple. It's smoking the white because I already had some up here. Otherwise, everything would be purple. So you can see how everything is white. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the, I don't even know what case I'm in, I'm so high. I'm going to put my purple Harmonium back. And we are going to go ahead and call it a night. This is a bit much, the purple Harmonium. Or it's actually, excuse me, the white Harmonium. If we had smoked the purple, you would see everything would be purple, which is the neat thing about Harmonium. It doesn't pull any punches. Now, we are going to need to change it to nighttime. That's the too many items mod that enables you to go in there and change the time of day. As you can see, no problem falling asleep on the Harmonium. Doesn't seem like it's a very evil drug. And it didn't seem like there was a risk of overdose, unlike the caffeine and the cocaínos. Here we have our cocaine powder, syringes full of cocaine, ready to go for the weekend. Coca seeds, we have our dried coca leaves, coca plant, and more cocaínos syringes. So here we'll take some powder. I forgot I got to put this pipe back. We'll put that pipe back there, although we're not allowed to smoke any cocaine in this game. Thank goodness. So we're going to do a couple of toots here, 63 lines. We're going to do 3 lines and see what... Ooh, that's affecting my vision quite a bit. And the control. It's got that kind of a more pronounced laggy feeling. And hopefully... You guys want to see me overdose? Should I just go ahead and take another shot? And we got a syringe. Let's go ahead and ride the snake, take the syringe. Oh, dog, I think I had too much. I'm gonna go lay down. Change it to nighttime. Oh, shit, dog, I can't sleep. I better do some more coke. This is some good shit, man. Let me snort some more. Hey, dog, I did about... I think I need to do some more. Somebody's knocking at the door. You can keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Let me do an 8-ball, dog. I'll take a loan. Let me go to check in the cash and let me see Dave about that loan, dog. I need to do some more of these bumps. Okay, I got 50 left. I think it's time for another. Okay, I did. What did we have? We had 64. So I did 20 bumps, and I'm not doing anything here. Let me get some more to shoot up. I can't believe we're still alive. Hey, dog, let me shoot a couple syringes of cocaine. That was some pretty good shit, man. Let me snort up a couple of more 8-balls here. Give me a bump, dog. Okay, I only got 40 left. Hey, dog. Let's see. This is like unbelievably hard. I had a stroke last night playing around with the cocaine. How much coke can I shoot before I... Maybe you have to combine. This is getting to be a chore. Okay, 2 more of these. I'm going to start to try to run. Damn, dog, after all that running, I gotta stop and do some blow. I gotta go see my dealer and get some more, dog. This, I mean, who am I? Who am I? Let me get some of the, start mixing it. We'll mix it with a little... Oh! I died. I had a stroke. Finally, after all of that, man, that was a lot of drugs to do before I had my stroke. Okay. Now I've got to get rid of some... Okay, well, I'll put my... all my diamond armor on to prevent heart attacks. Throw my syringes away. The peyote joints, we want to keep those. The magic mushrooms are for later. Torch. Blue carpet. What am I redecorating here? Okay, it's party time, dog. What do we got? Oh, we got a syringe of caffeine. Yeah, after that stroke, I better. And a little shot of cocaine. You see, when I finally did overdose was as soon as I have a chance to add in the caffeine, because it's a lot easier to overdose on the cocaine when you're doing other drugs. Is just kind of what it seems like to me. All right, so we did weed, right? We did the PCP, the Harmonium. Let me get 64 cocaine. What we're gonna do here is I'm gonna take these shrooms. I've got red shrooms. We've got brown shrooms. We don't need those coffee beans. Get rid of this syringe. Here's my mine cart. So we're gonna jump on the train. We've got a pulp pipe to smoke our white Harmonium. We're gonna be taking some shrooms when we get on the train, doing our cocainos. We've got here is some marijuana joints. I was gonna bring the bong on the train, but it gets funny. Yeah, see, we've got these red shrooms. The red shrooms are different than the brown in the way that they act. And then we've got peyote. So we've got some wooden mug of peyote juice. That's how we're going to start our morning. And then we've got these peyote joints, which smoking the peyote joints actually works too. And that's how you hallucinate. I really like the peyote. I really do. So yeah, we'll start the morning off with a couple of mugs of peyote. And we're going to throw those away. We've got our pipe. Here's our train. We've got our joint. And our peyote joint. And then our Harmonium. We'll keep that over here. Here's the coquainos. Oh, there's more peyote juice. Got to take care of that. And get rid of that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take one mushroom. Smoke a joint. This is like back when I worked a full-time job. Okay, joint, peyote joint, a hit of cocaine. Riding that train, I'll better take too high on cocaine. And we're gonna jump on the train. Yeah, it's starting to hit me already. We're gonna jump in the train and go. So here is a typical commute for PD Two Finger. Dog, I'm late for work, dog. Better go in the Volvo, the 144. So I'm coming up to 55th Street. The heart rate is rising. Getting a little paranoid from the cocaine. Better hit this joint. Okay. We're down to only 62 joints. So we'll smoke some more of that. And it looks like we're really high on cocaine, but the peyote is getting enhanced by the marijuana. As you can see, these hallucination effects in the sky, the enhancements of the moving light, that's the peyote kicking in. How everything is whited out, that's from the blow. We did a lot of blow to get our heart pumping, make sure we weren't late for work. Okay, now the green, that's the peyote is starting to kick in. That means we need to smoke more peyote because we need to enhance this hallucination. We want to make sure that we're fully hallucinating before we take the effects of the mushrooms, because the mushrooms are really going to play havoc. And see, what happens with playing around with these hard drugs in this game is oftentimes the entire screen will just get whited out. And that means like you've probably done too much. Oh! That's a bummer. That's not cool, man. I thought I had this all set up for you guys. I apologize. As you can see, my walking is severely impeded. While we're here, let's hop over and grab some mug of peyote. I'm not sure if that's stronger. All right. There's an apple in there. Man, I wouldn't want to have that. Okay, so let's get back in the train and hit the gas. Riding that train high on peyote. So we're smoking some more peyote joints. 1, 2, 3, down they go, and we're beginning to see the effects of the peyote. We want to trigger off a full hallucination where we're actually seeing stuff that should not be there before we cease with the peyote. But this is actually very soothing for my way to a hard day at work. Enjoy these hallucinations, the beautiful colors on the way to work, thinking about how much of a dork my boss is, how straight all my co-workers are. I can't call any of them dog. Okay, so we've got 37. We want to save about 30 peyote joints for our lunch break. And I'm hoping that soon the hallucinations will kick in, because it seems like we've actually been overdoing it a bit. Maybe we need to add some mushrooms to enhance the effects of the 30 peyote joints that we've smoked. Waste not, want not. We need to kick in some marijuana joints. So let's see, we're hitting. We got to hit at least 4 of those. We want to stay away from the cocaine for the moment. What the heck? One hit of cocaine never hurt anyone. Okay, now I'm going to go with the brown magic mushroom. And we wouldn't want the red ones to get jealous. So let's take 2 more red mushrooms. And we'll probably need to stay away from the cocaine. So we need to smoke a joint instead. And these shrooms are starting to kick in. Yeah, they're starting to kick in. Here we go. Now this may end up, I may have overdone it with the shrooms. We may get white out. It may be difficult to find a parking spot when we get to work. Yeah, I think I'm starting to feel the effects of the mushrooms. I can't believe we didn't hallucinate yet. Maybe we need to. I don't want to fully white out. I'd like you guys to be able to experience. If you actually play around with this, you can get some incredibly beautiful hallucinations, like really cool looking stuff. But it's very difficult to kind of balance it out. It seems to me doing a good mix of everything and really leaning on the peyote, and then kind of in that coming down off the shrooms. When you're really tripping on the shrooms, it's a bit too much, as we see here. And I'm going to eat a lot of shrooms. This is going to be a long video, but we're going to see. Yeah, see, we're at whiteout point here. We're peaking on the effects of the mushrooms are at their maximum point. And I mean, I could turn it to nighttime. You just turned it to nighttime. You can see I can't see anything. And I've actually been sly enough to find my way to my bed and go to sleep with barely being able to see, because I put a pattern of carpeting in my apartment, in my home. There's a pattern, crisscross pattern, checkerboard pattern, and I've been able to see that through all the hallucinations and make my way to the bed kind of by just blindly feeling around and clicking, and go into bed and come out of one of these fits of hallucinations. As you see, this is ridiculous. You can't see anything. So we're fully peaking. Hopefully this won't last too long. Now some vision is starting to come back, but I don't know which way we're facing. It seems like we're not facing forward, but maybe we are. Okay, we're beginning to come back around to some semblance of reality, so we need to start smoking peyote as fast as we can. And those colors are a bit intense. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful, huh? Okay, now dare I take a bit of the PCP, the Harmonium? It may have an effect of turning everything one color, turning everything white, like a black and white TV. Oh man, I've really neglected our cocaine. Let me watch it. I only want to take maybe 3 bumps of that, because we don't want to set ourselves off into a whiteout. Or a heart attack, excuse me. Wow. This is really something. This is, reminds me of a Pink Floyd concert. I burnt out a whole section of my brain and went to do my taxes one year, and a little guy came running out in my brain and informed me I literally was unable to do any advanced math because of the effects. I had literally burnt that whole wing of my brain out at the Pink Floyd concert. Now, at this point, it's tough. It's tough to pick what drugs are we going to do next. Do we need any? I don't know, but we still have not hallucinated, so we're going to go for. Oh, here comes the heartbeat again. Wow, this is beautiful. This is really spectacularly beautiful. Whoever thought Minecraft could be this much fun, kids? And certainly, this is by no means a pro-drug video. Drugs are bad. So just say no. You don't want to do drugs. Psychedelic drugs are nothing that we would want to tamper with. But man, does this look cool. This is really cool. Oh, we're almost out of peyote. I better really keep hitting it because we haven't seen anything yet. No hallucinations. That is peyote we're smoking, right? Man, who sold you this stuff? Okay, we're out of peyote. Switching over to marijuana a little bit. Our heavy breathing has ceased from the cocaine, so it's time to do more. And now we're going to take a couple more magic mushrooms. Isn't that something to see? Absolutely stunningly beautiful. Let's see what this effect looks like during the day. Yeah, see, that's the cocaine. It's a bit bright. I tell you what, we're gonna hop off the train, and we're gonna be able to do that. Looks like here comes the house. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off the train. We're gonna, there we go, hop off the train, make our way over to the drug concession stands, and see if we can locate where the peyote is kept. Okay, here we go. I've got these mugs of peyote. And let's see if we can get ourselves to hallucinate. And another stack of peyote joints. Put the harmonium up. Another mug of peyote juice. Okay. Mug 2. Mug 3. Mug 4. Mug 5. 6 mugs of peyote juice, and now we're going to start on our peyote smoking joints. Smoking of the peyote joints session. We smoked 4 of those joints. We had how many? 6 mugs of the juice. We'll see if eventually we can trigger some hallucinations. I apologize. This has been I brought it up because it's something to see. It's exciting. If we can find our way over to the train in between smoking of the peyote joints. Find that train car so we can get back on it. This is some weak peyote. Okay, we're back in the train, and we're going to continue, because trust me, there is hallucinations, and that is something you don't want to miss. 6 mugs of peyote juice. And I've had hallucinations just off of shrooms before. So let's get eat a couple of shrooms. Okay, that's 2. And then go back to the peyote. Okay. Something's happening here. You can see the sky beginning to seem extra agreeable. Still haven't reached work yet. Oh boy. Oh, here comes the rain. Fantastic. I had spoken to an LSD dealer back in my youth. He was a guy who had traveled the country following the Grateful Dead, and he told me, I asked him about his greatest experience taking LSD at a Grateful Dead event, and he told me a story of a going out some kind of haphazardly, almost not being able to make it to the show, getting a miracle, having someone give him a ticket when he didn't think he was going to get in, and doing a massive dose of LSD at the show. And then right when the show began, a thunderstorm came and poured on him, and it brought him down and made him angry, and he was fighting it and fighting it and fighting it, and finally he began to give in, and I think we're tripping. I think we're starting to see stuff here, but see, the mushrooms are I'm gonna have to get more peyote from the dealer here. P-E-Y. Yeah, he said once that he stopped fighting it and he started dancing in the rain, that was the greatest thing. The way the rain felt and what he saw through the rain, and that there were a handful of people there that weren't hiding under their plastic bags or little hippie hoodie things that you wear when you go to the Grateful Dead. There was a handful of people that were dancing, that were getting off on the rain, tripping or not, but he said that was the most fantastic moment that he ever experienced in his life, is what he told me. He said it was so unbelievably great. What that meant to him, that he was able to take away from that about when you're feeling challenged and you're feeling up against the wall, that to take that as a blessing as well. That things aren't always supposed to be sunshine and roses. So, lesson can be learned. Thank you to Mr. LSD dealer. I won't give his name, and I cannot believe this, that I made this whole video and we have not seen a single hallucination. I cannot believe. I feel like I really let you guys down. Let me delete some of these peyote juices, and there's the harmonium and the pipe. Here's our joint. We need the cocaine. Peyote joint, cocaine. I think that's all I had when I was riding the train the first time. I think that was it. And I was really heavily, I don't know if it's random with this game, making it what you see, or if you can control it. Let me do a couple hits of cocaine, smoke some of these joints here, and then go back to the peyote. I cannot believe we haven't hallucinated yet. When you hallucinate, well, I don't want to give it away. I will, even if I can't get that to happen in this video, I will get it to happen and come back and film it, because it's worth seeing. So yeah, if you just hold the button down, as you can see, I am consuming peyote joints one after another. Now, I should smoke some marijuana. 2 hits off of the cocaine. And then what we'll do is we'll do 1 magic mushroom. and then back to the peyote. You can hear the cocaine. You can see that in how everything kind of looks gained up. It's like a high contrast filter with extra saturation, but it's so high that it's washing everything out. And now the mushrooms are kicking in, fighting through the cocaine, and I'm really starting to see the effects of the peyote. Oh, not now with the seizure, please, not now. I think that's the key, is doing a small amount of mushrooms. We're down to our last peyote joint. I need to get more peyote. Okay, exit out. Yeah, and this is exactly what we had a minute ago. This red and green. Let me go to the harmonium. We'll turn everything white for a moment. Oh, I gotta be on the pipe. There we go. Okay, we did 1 and 2. Back to the peyote. The heart is calming down. And a red mushroom. 2 hits of cocaine. And start smoking the pot. Let's just smoke marijuana for a while and see what that does, if that can bring some hallucinations. I had thought it was the peyote. For some reason, we're whited out. Oh, fantastic! Isn't that a bummer? I would imagine that would be the difficulty with doing hard drugs in real life, would be finding that happy medium. I often hear these tales of people taking a hit of some mushroom or LSD and thinking, "Oh, it's not working. I need to take more." And then they keep taking more, and then they end up in an emergency room, you know. Well, at this point, we're completely whited out. My hand is sore from doing all those drugs, holding the bottle. Oh, hey, here we come. Coming back to... Oh, man, is that cool. That is so cool. Can we please have some hallucination? Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, so we're coming by the house. Get my hand ready in the left shift key. And I'm going to bail out here. And what I'm going to do, because I've got you here, I don't want to make 2 videos. Hey, it's just like my buddy at the Dead Show, dancing around, dancing in the rain. Casey Jones in his train, doing his cocaines. You'd better watch that and take too much peyote. Don't do 92 syringes of caffeine. That's the Christian's drug. You will have to do 50 peyote joints and some mushrooms to feel better. Alright, so I'm going to... Lights out in London here. We had a fun day on the train. And let's see if tomorrow we can hallucinate. That's our goal. You know what? I'm not so much into the rain. It's not the Grateful Dead. So here we go. Peyote. Get rid of those red mushrooms. I swear I've been able to hallucinate just smoking the peyote joints. Okay, so that was 2 peyote joints and a jug of the liquid. Another jug of the liquid. Okay, now we're starting to trip from the peyote. Okay, now where's some regular marijuana? I'm not doing any cocaine. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Full hallucination time. Okay, let's get on the train. I saw this thing today. It was at night. I was hallucinating from doing peyote, and it looked like a geometric, like a circle, and it was spraying out pixels. It was dark green, and I used my flying power, and I went up into it, and when I went into it, it made my entire vision turn into this Tron vision, where everything was like black, but the lights came through along the borders, and it was all pixelated, and I couldn't get rid of that effect, and it was unbelievably cool. So that's going to be the thing in this game. Because, see, I played it all night last night, playing around with the hallucinations to the point where all the bobbing from the mushrooms got me nauseous. I was actually sick from that. And are we still hallucinating? So it might not be so much smoking the peyote as it is drinking it. But let's take one brown mushroom. And see when that mushroom kicks in. If we can get this going. Also, I'm going to change it. It looks like we're whited out, so I'm going to put it in at night because it seems to me it doesn't matter, huh? Yeah, we'll white it out. Too much. Well, that's the difficulty with this mod, is knowing just what is enough, the right amount. I was unable to get the liquor to work. It seems like, oh, we're hallucinating. There was a guy floating up in the sky. You can see some giant stuff. There'll be like massive head of a snowman, flying snowmen. There'll be massive creepers dancing around. Is that a... There was a... what do you call him? Enderman. But yeah, I was unable. Like I said, I was unable to get the liquor, any of the alcohol, to really work. I was trying to also, I would drink it and it wouldn't have any effect on me. And there seems to be a small amount of fluctuation, even when you're sober, where it looks like your vision is off. It's like things are vibrating a little bit with this mod, almost like heat waves. Man, does that look cool? But that thing, that thing that I went up into, it was flying, it was up over here, it was in the sky. I would love to know what that was. If anybody that sees this video has played this mod, it's called psychedelicraft. I'm using the Technic launcher. I found it on Technic. They didn't have the latest version. And I don't think... I think I have to pay... Oh, gee. Yeah, you have to make those drinks. There's a recipe for it. You don't just get them for free. And it's... I believe it's... let's see if I can get rid of this. Peyote. Bucket. And then mugs. But like I said, if anybody knows what that thing was, it was a green... Was that a hallucination? I hope it was. Oh, there they are. Where's my peyote joints? Oh, I got it on delete. Crap. Oh, good, I got more. We're right at that right level for hallucinating. I wish one of those things would appear. It was like a big orb in the sky, and it had some stuff spraying out of it, almost like a firework. And I went right up into it, and then that changed my vision for the whole rest of the game, I believe. I don't really remember, but oh, what's this? Oh, there's the giant creeper. As you can see, it's kind of on a time delay. The stuff doesn't hit you right away. That's why it's so easy to overdo. And probably you need to be right at a certain level of intoxication from this to hallucinate. Once you go past that, everything whites out. So here is, it looks like maybe the recipe for the wooden mug of peyote juice. And you can only do 1 bucket at a time. So it's like actual work to make this. But as you can see here, I've just made a few of them. I wish this was easier. I wish you could spawn in 64 just off of the mod. Probably make a few more just to replace what I had in my basket. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, now I got that 64. Will that actually work? I don't think so. When you put it down here, let me see. We got 64 mugs of peyote juice. I drank 1, drank 2, and now you got that thing that doesn't work. So, wooden mug of peyote juice. Drink 1, drink 2, and now it's dead. Wooden mug of peyote juice. Drink 1, drink 2, and now it's dead. Okay, drive in that train. There's a Rasta hallucination head. It's like a head of a Rasta guy. It's a Minecraft face, white looking dude with the Rasta hat, and that head shows up. He's smoking a little roach too. There's a floating giant Rasta head that will show up from time to time when you're hallucinating on peyote. But man, yeah, I wish I could find out what that was. Let me try smoking some. Who's this? Giant sheep? It's water sheep. So yeah, hopefully PewDiePie will find out about this mod. I don't know if you. It doesn't seem to be a very popular thing. Oh, there's an ocelot. It also seems to be, Minecraft is kind of a kid's thing, and I don't approve of the idea of exposing children to this, because it kind of glamorizes that stuff. And if you've ever done anything like that, you know how horrifying it can be when it's all fun for a few minutes, and then usually you go way too far with it, and you'll freak out and have a bad trip. Or it's not always like that. Oh, look, there's a snowman. But it certainly isn't something I would want like my kids. Like, I love my kids, and I wouldn't ever want them to go through these type of experiences. I mean, my kids came from a pretty stable childhood. That I don't see them as needing like any healing therapy that psychedelics could provide. I mean, perhaps some people they have their own issues, and psychedelics can really help for healing in certain circumstances. So I can't really say that about my kids. I mean, they have their issues, and perhaps there's lessons they could learn. But I'm a firm believer that type of psychedelic type of healing, that's all kind of a shortcut for real hard work stuff that we can do. But you can certainly have some really wonderful realizations when you're utilizing this stuff. So it's very much so a double-edged sword. But as a loving father, I would never want my kids to go through anything like that. And I'll leave it at that. And see, now we're like whited out again. There is a few videos on this mod on YouTube. It's not a very popular Minecraft mod, but you can find videos of it. One of them shows the effects of what happens when you eat a stack of 64 mushrooms. And so as I'm down to 51, I'll tell you what, by the time you're at, like, you know, I've taken how many? 60. I've taken 20 shrooms. It's like, you know, I'm just going to end up holding this button down till that stack is gone. Does it do anything different when you take 64? I'm not sure. I haven't really paid that close enough attention, and I only did the full 64 stack of mushrooms once. I did that yesterday. There's my pyramid with the beacon on it. We can see the hallucinations are in full effect at this point, because that horse is not there. I'm telling you. And I did have it on. I had it on. It's on peaceful now, so there aren't any bad guys. There's no creepers or mobs or zombies or skeletons, but I did have it on normal mode for a while, and fighting those guys is very difficult. I had a bow and arrow. Okay, we're at we just ate 64 shrooms. Okay, now where's my cocaínos? Alright, there we go. So yeah, this is 64 shrooms, but I kind of accidentally smoked some PCP, drank some peyote, and I had a couple of weed jump up. I had a stroke. So there you go. This has been Minecraft Mod Showcase, psychedelicraft. Let me know what you thought in the comments. If you have any Minecraft mods you would like to recommend, I will definitely try them. Give you a fair shake and try them out. Yeah, see, I just woke up and you can see everything's kind of breathing a little bit. But I guess it would be, wouldn't it, if you had taken 64 bags of mushrooms the day before. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for joining me. And I promise I got some more normal content, more normal for this channel. Coming up real soon, I'm going to get some music video stuff going for you guys. So I'll see you soon, and peace.